guys, welcome to my channel, Court the Nurse Realtor, and I am Court. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are oldie but a goldie, you know I like to say goldie and not goodie. If you're oldie but a goldie, hey girl, hey boy, hey, welcome back to my channel. So you may not know, but if you do know, if you don't know, if you see me in these scrubs and you see the stethoscope, you already know it's going to be a nurse related video. And this video in particular is about finding housing as a travel nurse. I'm actually thinking about doing a series, like making this in a series, maybe 3-part or 4-part, just answering those questions in regards to travel nursing. So if you have any travel nurse questions, go ahead and drop those questions below in the comment box. Listen, if you are the type of person like, child, I want a travel nurse, but I'm scared about the housing, or maybe you just interested, like, how do they even get housing? How do you secure housing as a traveler? Or if you want to just be plain old nosy, go ahead and stay tuned watching this video, because I'm going to give y'all some tea. And most importantly, well, not most importantly, but importantly, please like and subscribe and ring my bell. Ring my bell. My bell. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Go ahead and ring my bell so you can stay notified of when I drop my videos. Let's go ahead and get into it. So listen, travel nursing is a broad industry, and we all know that, or if you don't know, back in the day, we're talking 15-20 years ago, you could get paid a high amount of money and they will provide the housing. But as the economy changes, as life changes, things change within the profession, as you already know. So now travel nursing, when it comes to housing, you can get an agency provided housing, or you can get the housing stipend and secure your own housing. Me, as a traveler, I would always secure my own housing, because that means more money in my pocket, and I get to choose how much I spend on housing and pocket the rest. So this video is basically helping those, or talking about how I secure housing, and also giving you some little tips about what you should be thinking, or the train of thought you should be having when you're getting ready to accept an assignment and housing becomes a topic that you have to address. Before you accept an assignment and you are in the talks with a recruiter and say they send you numbers, you need to research that area. Make sure that housing is affordable. If you're coming to Miami, if you're going to LA or San Francisco, child, San Francisco is just crazy, or New York, you already know your housing is going to be high. Make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you are researching those markets to ensure that you can secure short-term rentals in that area. Okay, also you need to know your monthly budget. We talked about this in another video. I'll link some of my travel nurse videos below. You need to know how much money you need to keep your bills afloat at your home base. So typically, when you are looking at housing from a budget standpoint, you need to know how much monthly you're going to take home, how much take home from the assignment, how much your bills at home are going to cost you, and then how much you're willing to spend towards housing, including water, lights, electricity, water, lights, and internet, or cable, however you want to do it. Okay, I was like, you know what, it sounds overwhelming. I can talk about it, but I decided to like work it out for you. See, your girl was thinking. So I took an assignment in Sacramento, okay? And I wanted to do a quick breakdown, because I feel like budget is a major deal when you are travel nursing. On that particular assignment, my monthly take home was $14K. Your girl was banking. I told you I go where the money at, okay? And my home bills were about $3,000. And then I knew, once I researched the area, that I could find a good place that was up to my standards. I ain't staying with nobody I don't know. I needed my own place. I needed all the bills included. Would run me about $1,800 or so. I was willing to go up to $2,000. So for me, I knew that contract monthly, I was going to pocket roughly about $9K. And that was what I needed to make sure that I paid down the debt. The point of this was to say you need to know your budget, so that way you can allot enough money to secure housing and make sure that you are making money, because that's the whole point anyway, is that you're making enough money to do what it is that you are doing, your endeavors. So make sure you know your budget when you start to pursue travel nursing, and especially when looking at how much you want to spend on housing using your housing stipend. Now, the ways that I have secured housing is through Airbnb. I've stayed at a hotel, and I've also stayed with family and friends. Airbnb was the most consistent one when I've done contracts. And to me, I know people have had bad experiences with Airbnb, but I have not had a bad experience to date. Actually, on that contract that I showed you guys, I didn't even spend $1,800 a month. I secured this really nice condo in a nice neighborhood. The lady kept the place immaculate. I had like a waterfront, like a little stream view or canal view or whatever it was. And I only paid $1,600 a month with everything included. So I was killing the game out there. But I knew that Sacramento's cost of living was cheap, and I knew that the contract was paying high. And that's how I approach my travel assignments. Airbnb is your best friend as a traveler for me, because you know what you're getting yourself into. Some people use the Facebook groups. I have not had luck with the Facebook travel groups like the Gypsy Travel or Travel Nurse Housing. I have not had any luck with those groups, but I do know people personally who have. Word of mouth. People, when you are going on these travels, some people do this. They will secure a hotel maybe for a month, and they'll ask around like, do you know anybody who's renting a room, and they'll find cheap or affordable housing that way. There's a lot of different ways that you can secure housing, but to me, the best way is Airbnb. I'm sorry, I don't have any. I've stayed with people. And for my newbies out there, if you are going to an assignment, like say you take your first assignment near one of your family members, you from like North Carolina, it might behoove you to just rent a room from your family member, because you should be able to pay them in pocket money, and then you still are in like a familiar environment. So don't be afraid to take those first travel assignments just to get your feet wet near your family or your close friends. So basically, to be honest with you all, find a housing, use Airbnb, use your travel groups, word of mouth, and don't be afraid to do those long-term hotels. I stayed at the Residence Inn for like 4 months, but it was on the Travel Diamond. I did use the travel agency housing for that, but I was still making good money. The contract was a great contract. So always remember, know your numbers, know the market, and use your resources. Use your Airbnb, use your word of mouth, use your Facebook groups, and even ask friends around. Maybe you know somebody somebody might know somebody where you're going. You just have to try to use those different resources to get you housing. Please, please, please do not let housing be a barrier for you to pursue travel nursing. You will find housing if you are aggressive. Trust me, and safe, affordable, clean housing at that. So don't let that deter you from getting this money and getting some new experiences and seeing a global or a national aspect of how nursing works across the country. Well, that's it, you guys. It's your girl, Court the Nurse Realtor. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts below if I missed anything, or let me know if you have any questions. Also, any ideas about the Travel Nurse series. Most importantly, I love you, but God, He loves you so much more. God bless you.